Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I am Dhania Sharan KH from the Department of Social Work, and today I will be presenting on a very important topic infection and modes of transmission. Understanding how infections spread is crucial, especially in today's world where diseases can spread rapidly. So, through this presentation, I will be walking you through the basic concepts of infection, different types, the chain of infection, modes of transmission, and how we can prevent and control them. Moving introduction to infection. So let's begin with the basic concept of infection. So infection is the invasion and multiplication of microorganisms such as bacteria, virus, fungi, and parasites in the body. So this may or may not lead to diseases. Some if infections remain asymptomatic, while others can cause severe illness. So there are few key terms we must understand. That is, the first one is pathogen. It refers to the disease-causing organism. The causing organism is known as pathogen, and host is known as the person or animal that harbors the infection. That which is the uh, transmitting infection. So, and next one is reservoir. It is a natural habitat where the microorganisms live and multiplies, such as soil, water, animals, and also human beings. So, moving to so types of infection. Infections can be broadly classified into two types, that is endogenous and exogenous. Two types of infections are there. So first one, endogenous infections are caused by microorganisms that are really present in our body, inside the body itself. So usually as part of our normal flora. So, for example, E. coli. As we take as E. coli as example, E. coli is normally found in our gut, but if it enters urinary tract, it can cause urinary tract infection. So, it is the endogenous infection. Moving to exogenous infection, that is, on the other hand, are required from external sources from outside the body. For example, influenza virus spread from an infected person is an exogenous infection. So, understanding the source of infection helps in applying the correct preventive measures. So, next, the chain of infection is a model used to understand the sequence through which infection is spread through. Like it includes infectious agent, from it spreads in the reservoir, and it exits through several medias mode and mode of transmission, and through that portal of entry to the susceptible host. So the components of the thing of a chain of infection is infectious agent, reservoir, portal of exit, mode of transmission, portal of entry, and then to susceptible host. So breaking any one link of this chain can stop the spread of infection. Among these links, the mode of transmission plays a crucial role, and that's what we will focus on now the next. Modes of transmission. There are three major categories of transmission, that is direct transmission, indirect transmission, and other special modes. So, direct transmission includes physical contact, daily contacts, and all. In indirect transmission includes vehicle-borne, airborne diseases, vector-borne diseases. Which vehicle-borne is which is passing through the food and all, and from the equipments, the syringe and all. Vector-borne is through the insects and all, and airborne is the diseases which spread through air. So the third one is other special modes such as vertical transmission from the like mother to child, and zoonotic transmission which is from animals to humans, infection transferring from animals to humans. And so let's look through each. We can go through each. First one is direct transmission. So direct transmission happens through person to person contact or droplet spread. So person to person contact involves direct physical contact such as touching, kissing or sexual contact. Examples include like STIs, sexually transmitted infections, and also skin infections. So next one is the droplet spread. It occurs through large droplets expelled during coughing, sneezing, or talking, usually within 1 meter. So the examples include the influenza and COVID-19. And so to prevent it, we have to wear the mask and all. So this is the direct transmission method. Second one is indirect transmission, the vehicle borne. So this is in direct transmission. One of the most common type is vehicle-borne transmission, where pathogens are transmitted through contaminated objects or substances. Like examples include contaminated food leading to salmonella infection, contaminated water causing cholera, blood transfusion transmitting like hepatitis B and C. The medical instruments, if not properly sterilized, it can also cause infection to the next person. So this highlights the importance of food safety, water sanitation and proper sterilization in healthcare sector. So this is a vehicle borne transmission of which is including, which is the first one in indirect transmission. So indirect transmission, vector borne transmission. So the second type of indirect transmission is vector-borne transmission. So vectors are living organisms that transmit infectious agents between humans or from animals to humans. So there are two types, that is mechanical transmission and biological transmission. Mechanical transmission is that the vector simply carries the pathogen without any change, like a housefly transferring pathogens. And the second one is biological transmission. The pathogen undergoes like part of its life cycle inside the vector, like mosquitoes. So examples include malaria spread by the Anopheles mosquitoes, and dengue which is spread by the Aedes mosquitoes. So vector control is crucial in this case. So the third indirect route is airborne transmission. Here, pathogens are carried by droplet nuclei, so smaller than 5 microns, or dust particles which can stay suspended in the air for long periods. Because of their small size, these droplets can travel further than droplets in direct transmission. So, common examples include tuberculosis, measles, varicella, which is chickenpox, etc. Uh, Good ventilation or respiratory protection and isolation plays a major role in controlling this kind of airborne infections. Next one is the other modes of the infections, the third category. So there are also special modes of transmission, that is vertical transmission and zoonotic transmission. So vertical transmission is that it occurs from mother to child during pregnancy, childbirth or breastfeeding. like it is transmitted from mother to child during the stages of pregnancy, or after the childbirth, or during the stages of breastfeeding. So examples are hepatitis B, HIV, etc. The next second type is zoonotic transmission, which is under other special mode of transmission. This zoonotic transmission happens when diseases are transmitted from animals to humans, so such as rabies, plague, etc. With the increase in human animal interaction, zoonotic infections are becoming more significantly global. So, this is this. Prevention and control. How to prevent and control these kind of infections. So, prevention or preventing infection requires breaking the chain of different points. Some key prevention and control measures include hand hygiene, which is washing hands regularly with sanitizers or soap. And second one is use of PPE such as mask and gloves and all. Third is safe food and water practices. Fourth one is vector control measures like mosquito nets, eliminating the breeding sites, etc. Next one is a vaccination, which is to build the immunity to prevent, and also isolation and quarantine for infected or exposed individuals to prevent it. These measures are simple, but it is very powerful in reducing transmission. So, to conclude, infection occurs when pathogens invade and multiply in the body. So, understanding these modes of transmission is essential to design effective prevention and control strategies. So, whether it's direct contact by contaminated objects, vectors, or airborne spread, every route can be interrupted by targeted interventions. So, especially for social workers like us and public health professionals, this knowledge is vital to protect individuals and communities. So, this was the topic I was